Do not desire her beauty in your heart, and do not let her take you with her eyelids. For a harlot consumes to a cake of bread, and an adulteress hunts the precious soul.
Today's reading from the Old Testament, Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22 through chapter 24, verse 23. And in your reaping of the harvest of your land, you do not complete the corner of your field in your reaping, and you do not gather the gleaning of your harvest. You leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. I am your God Yahweh. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, on the 1st of the month, you have a Sabbath, a memorial of shouting, a holy convocation. You do no servile work, and you have brought a fire offering near to Yahweh. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Only on the 10th of the 7th month is the Day of Atonements. You have a holy convocation, and you have humbled yourselves, and have brought a fire offering near to Yahweh. And you do no work in this very day, for it is a day of your atonements, to make atonement for you before your God Yahweh. For any person who is not humbled in this very day has even been cut off from his people. And any person who does any work in this very day, I have even destroyed that person from the midst of this people. You do no work, a continuous statute throughout your generations in all your dwellings. It is a Sabbath of rest for yourselves, and you have humbled yourselves in the 9th of the month at evening. You keep your Sabbath from the evening until evening. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, saying, In the 15th day of the 7th month is the celebration of shelters, for 7 days to Yahweh. The first day is a holy convocation. You do no servile work. For 7 days you bring a fire offering near to Yahweh. On the 8th day you have a holy convocation, and you have brought a fire offering near to Yahweh. It is a restraint. You do no servile work. These are appointed times of Yahweh, which you proclaim as holy convocations, to bring a fire offering near to Yahweh, a burnt offering and a present, a sacrifice and drink offerings, a thing of a day in its day. Apart from the Sabbaths of Yahweh, and apart from your gifts, and apart from all your vows, and apart from all your willing offerings, which you give to Yahweh, only on the 15th day of the 7th month, in your gathering the increase of the land, you keep the celebration of Yahweh for 7 days. On the 1st day is a Sabbath, and on the 8th day is a Sabbath. And you have taken for yourselves on the 1st day the fruit of the beautiful trees, branches of palms, and boughs of thick trees, and willows of a brook, and have rejoiced before your God Yahweh for 7 days. And you have kept it as a celebration to Yahweh, 7 days in a year, a continuous statute throughout your generations. In the 7th month you keep it as a celebration. You dwell in shelters for 7 days. All who are natives in Israel dwell in shelters, so that your generations know that I caused the sons of Israel to dwell in shelters in my bringing them out of the land of Egypt. I am your God Yahweh. And Moses speaks to the sons of Israel concerning the appointed times of Yahweh. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel, and they bring pure oil of beaten olive to you for the lamp, to cause a light to go up continually. Aaron arranges it at the outside of the veil of the testimony, in the tent of meeting, from evening until morning before Yahweh continually, a continuous statute throughout your generation. He arranges the lights on the pure lampstand before Yahweh continually. And you have taken flour and have baked 12 cakes with it. 2/10 parts are in one cake. And you have set them in 2 rows, 6 in the row, on the pure table before Yahweh. And you have put pure frankincense on the row, and it has been with the bread for a memorial, a fire offering to Yahweh. On each Sabbath day he arranges it before Yahweh continually, from the sons of Israel, a perpetual covenant. And it has been for Aaron and for his sons, and they have eaten in the holy place, for it is most holy to him from the fire offering of Yahweh, a continuous statute. And a son of Israel, of an Israeli woman, goes out, and he is a son of an Egyptian man, in the midst of the sons of Israel, and the son of the Israeli woman and a man of Israel strive in the camp. And the son of the Israeli woman execrates the name and reviles, and they bring him to Moses. And his mother's name is Shelomoth, daughter of Dibri, of the tribe of Dan. And he causes him to rest in confinement, to explain to them by the mouth of Yahweh. And Yahweh speaks to Moses, saying, Bring out the reviler to the outside of the camp. And all those hearing have laid their hands on its head, and all the congregation has stoned him. And you speak to the sons of Israel, saying, When any man reviles his God, then he has borne his sin. And he who is execrating the name of Yahweh is certainly put to death. All the congregation certainly cast stones at him. As a sojourner, so a native, in his execrating the name is put to death. Execrating the name is put to death. And when a man strikes any soul of man, he is certainly put to death. And he who strikes a beast repays it, body for body. And when a man puts a blemish in his fellow, as he has done, so it is done to him. Breach for breach, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. As he puts a blemish in a man, so it is done to him. And he who strikes a beast repays it, and he who strikes the life of man is put to death. One judgment is for you. As a sojourner, so is a native, for I am your God, Yahweh. And Moses speaks to the sons of Israel, and they bring out the reviler to the outside of the camp, and stone him with stone. And the sons of Israel have done as Yahweh commanded Moses.
Today's reading from the New Testament, Mark chapter 9, verse 45 through chapter 10, verse 16. And if your foot may cause you to stumble, cut it off. It is better for you to enter into life lame than having the 2 feet to be cast into Gehenna, into the fire, the unquenchable, where their worm is not dying and the fire is not being quenched. And if your eye may cause you to stumble, cast it out. It is better for you to enter into the kingdom of God one-eyed than having 2 eyes to be cast into the Gehenna of fire, where their worm is not dying and the fire is not being quenched. For everyone will be salted with fire, and every sacrifice will be salted with salt. The salt is good, but if the salt may become saltless, in what will you season it? Have in yourselves salt, and have peace in one another. And having risen from there, he comes to the coasts of Judea, through the other side of the Jordan. And again multitudes come together to him, and as he had been accustomed, again he was teaching them. And the Pharisees, having come near, questioned him if it is lawful for a husband to put away a wife, tempting him. And he answering said to them, What did Moses command you? And they said, Moses permitted to write a bill of divorce and to put away. And Jesus answering said to them, For the stiffness of your heart he wrote you this command. But from the beginning of the creation God made them, a male and a female. On this account will a man leave his father and mother, and will cleave to his wife, and they will be the 2 for one flesh, so that they are no longer 2, but one flesh. What God therefore joined together, do not let man separate. And in the house his disciples again questioned him of the same thing. And he says to them, Whoever may put away his wife, and may marry another, commits adultery against her. And if a woman may put away her husband and is married to another, she commits adultery. And they were bringing to him children that he might touch them, and the disciples were rebuking those bringing them. And Jesus, having seen, was much displeased, and he said to them, Permit the children to come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of God. Truly I say to you, whoever may not receive the kingdom of God as a child, he may not enter into it. And having taken them in his arms, having put his hands on them, he was blessing them. Today's reading from the Psalms, chapter 33, verse 11 through 17. The counsel of Yahweh stands for all time. the thoughts of his heart from generation to generation. Oh, the blessedness of the nation whose God is Yahweh, of the people he chose for an inheritance to him. Yahweh has looked from the heavens, he has seen all the sons of men. From the fixed place of his dwelling, he looked to all inhabitants of the earth. Who is forming their hearts together, who is attending to all their works? The king is not saved by the multitude of a force. A mighty man is not delivered by abundance of power. A false thing is the horse for safety, and he does not deliver by the abundance of his strength.
Today's reading from the Proverbs, chapter 6, verses 25 through 26. Do not desire her beauty in your heart, and do not let her take you with her eyelids. For a harlot consumes to a cake of bread, and an adulteress hunts the precious soul.
And in your reaping the harvest of your land, you do not complete the corner of your field. In your reaping, and you do not gather the gleaning of your harvest. You leave them for the poor and for the sojourner. And if your eye may cause you to stumble, cast it out. It is better for you to enter into the kingdom of God one-eyed than having two eyes, to be cast into the Gehenna of fire. The king is not saved by the multitude of a force. A mighty man is not delivered by abundance of power.